Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 10. I have some cool things to show you today. I realized that I need way more seeds. Me and Ivy have been here building another patch of farm, so that's what I've been up to. I have a giant list of seeds that I need to make, so I will be doing that. One thing that's holding me back is some of the seeds that I want to make are kind of expensive. For example, I want to make this nitro seed, but this is a block of compressed nitro, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you think about it, this is like 2 nether stars per, and right now I have enough to make 1 block, I'm pretty sure. So we need to kill 17 withers to get that, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't think is going to happen, just because I'm lazy to sit here and kill a wither just like that. What I am going to do though is I'm going to get into hostile neural networks and just get nether stars that way. There's good data models here. I'll take a look and see which ones I think is good. I guess that's a really long-winded way to say that. In order for me to improve my farm, I need to get into a different farm. So I will start with that. The first step here is actually going to be automating some of this stuff. I want to automate every single thing that I can here. It's really nice that we're this far ahead now. We can get a lot of stuff done. Why are you guys making so much noise? Ivy, you didn't do anything to help me there. All of this is made out of smooth gray concrete, or just concrete in general. It would be really nice to automate concrete. I'm gonna need way more pattern providers. 20. Can you give me like 30? You can just give me 30. That's amazing. So I did a couple things that you probably saw. First is I set up a little bit of quick automation here so I can just throw stuff into this chest and just have it fill the altar, which is great. The next thing I did is I actually created these all the mod seeds. I created an all the mod seed, a vibranium seed, and an obtanium seed. Now, something you'll notice is that these have growth accelerators, but they're just not growing. And it's because it's this magical tier. So what I need to do is I need to get some magical soil. I was looking at this magic soil, and I was like, there's no way I can do this right now. Because there really is just no way I can do this recipe. Awakened Supremium, that's a whole bunch of nether stars. I don't even know what this thing is. I don't even know how you get this. This is easy. The dragon head is easy. Like, this recipe at this moment is impossible for me. And I was freaking out because I was like, how do I get this magical soil? And really it just turns out that there's an infusion craft recipe, which is actually tons easier, which we can not only afford, we can make like 5 of them. We're good. There's no need to panic. The panic point here is that we need dragon scales. So I need to kill the dragon at least a few more times. If I'm going to be doing that though, I also want to get into hostile neural networks. I already started creating some of this stuff on AutoCrafting. So I want some model frameworks. I'll want this. Here's a deep learner. And then we need some end crystals, which is the next point of things that is going to be hard. End crystals are expensive for us. The thing that's hard for us is this gas here. Alright, I'm going to go think of where I can find gas and then grab models, and then I'll be back. Alright, I came over here to the other. I figured I'd be pretty easily able to grab some gas here. Finally, here's the last ghast. Out of all of the ghast we killed, I think we killed 6. We only got 1 ghast here, which is awful. It's an awful rate to get them. Okay, we're back at base. Let me show you what we're gonna do. From hostile neural networks, I'm gonna create 10 simulation chambers, and I'm gonna make 10 loot fabricators. Just thinking ahead here. I am definitely creating a new crafting thing. Eventually, hopefully I can upgrade this to extended providers, but for now we'll have a few of these. This is going to be very temporary because I'm sure we'll get into extended AE very soon. So I can show the results of our latest expansion. I've expanded this a little bit further, but I haven't done anything with it. Really, the big expansion is here. We've created a bend into a new building. So if we look at this from the inside, we can see that we have some catwalks going upstairs, and then we have this downstairs area. And if we go up here, we can see that window we saw. Right now I have some soul lava, which I plan to put thermo generators into. And down here is where we're going to create our simulation chamber automation. So my plan here is we're going to give ourselves a little bit of room. And what I want to do is I want to have one loot fabricator for one simulation chamber, at least for right now, just to keep things nice and organized and kind of neat. So we'll have cables on top of each of them, disconnect the cable that's not necessary, and then we'll have one simulation chamber on top of each. Now on this back side, connect some sort of power here to itself, and then out here in the front we'll have our gas pattern in one of them. Something to keep in mind is that we do need to get rid of the two outputs that we're going to get. We know that this model will output a prediction, but it will also output a generalized prediction. This drawer will not have my pickaxe in it. It will have the generalized predictions in it, and I want all of these to connect to it without connecting this simulation chamber to like this loot fabricator. So let me try to figure out how to do that real quick. Never mind, I don't need a second. I know how to do this. That doesn't look convoluted at all. Then the last thing we need here is to extract from this. It would be really nice to extract to like a storage bus, storage controller, and then just have like a bunch of drawers. Yeah, this'll do. This'll do good. I think our favorite mod is going to be saving us here. So I'm going to put a modular router down here. I'm going to add a drawer here. We need to add a cable here. Add our export bus on top of it. In this export bus, I'm going to add the crafting card, and I'm going to add the prediction matrix. So this is now exporting here the prediction matrices. So what I want to do with this router is I want to pull from the drawer first. So it'll pull a stack here, and then I want it to distribute to each of these simulation chambers. So then this guy should get this, perfect. And then I just need to provide some power. Hopefully eventually we can just pass power through our applied energistics system, but for right now, we'll just add a flex point here, and we already got a generalized prediction here. I'll come back to this and show you guys what the progress here is. Remember, the goal is to get some end crystals, which, well, now that I'm thinking about it, this might have been an easier way to do this. Let me make an Enderman model. That one will be fast. I'll be back. It looks like our farm in the end actually isn't working. It looks like it keeps despawning our endermites. Rest in peace, Jerry, I guess. Anyways, it's so easy that I got it all the way up to superior. But I don't think we need any more, so. I am back here at the end. Turns out I should only need to kill the ender dragon twice. So that's all I'm gonna do. I need more scales, and I didn't get very many. Oh no, I got 16. Never mind. I'm not doing that again. Our model is basic, and we're good to go. So I'm out of here. I figured while I'm at it, I might as well also just make a data model for the wither. This is a lot easier than killing the ender dragon. Only because the ender dragon flies around. It's actually been quite a little while of time. This is what this looks like now. So we still have the same base, so we still have a prediction matrix over here with a modular router. The modular router will send the prediction matrices over to the simulation chambers. These are pretty much all full with different things. So I have an Enderman prediction, Ender Dragon predictions. I have 4 Wither predictions. I have a Blaze prediction. Generalized predictions are going into this drawer, and over here this looks a little clunky because we have a storage bus connecting it to the system. We have some room to expand this way, and we probably could even expand backwards. Something that I would like to do is I'm considering like figuring out a way to get some of these cables cleaned up. And the one thing that I could think about is entangled blocks. To make an entangled block, I need a lot of different things, and this is really expensive for me right now. I would like to use entangled blocks. I don't use them maliciously, so I'm probably going to revert this recipe back to the non-modded, all the mods specific recipe. Yeah, and so the last thing to show you here is that I did get rid of the drawers over here, and I moved them over here. And so we now are able to access our 3.2 thousand nether stars from our terminal 2. This is the final result. This is what it looks like. That's all we have for this episode. Unfortunately, we weren't able to complete the task we wanted to, but thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.